We'll just continue our lesson with the application of differential equation. This time, we will have another geometric problem, but ngayon, ang gagamitin natin ay, or ang topic natin will be orthogonal trajectory. Okay, let's first discuss what is orthogonal trajectory. When we say orthogonal trajectory, it is a curve that cut across a certain others at right angle is called orthogonal trajectory of those others. If RXY intersects at GXY at right angle or beta is equivalent to 90 degrees, RXY is called the orthogonal trajectory of GXY. To determine the RXY or the orthogonal trajectory under this condition, the relationship between the slope of two perpendicular lines is used, that is, MR is equivalent to negative 1 over mg, or the derivative of y over derivative of x of r is equivalent to negative d over x over d over y of g. So, sabihin, pag orthogonal trajectory daw, madali kasi pag yan ay sa line. Halimbawa, sa line is meron tayong straight line. Example, ito, straight line. If we have a straight line, pag kinuha natin yung orthogonal trajectory niyan, ibig sabihin, kukunin mo lang yung 90 degrees. Diba? At pag kumukuha tayo ng 90 degrees, di ba kinukuha lang natin yung negative slope? Kung maalala nyo, that's the perpendicular line. Ganun lang yung idea pag line. Pero paano pag graph? Halimbawa, meron tayong hyperbola. Gusto natin kunin yung kanyang orthogonal trajectory at this point. So, ang gagamitin natin is this one. So, paano ba yung method in solving orthogonal trajectory? The idea here is to find first dy dx. Once na meron ka ng dy dx, kukunin mo lang yung kanyang negative reciprocal. That's the main idea. Pag nakuha mo na yung negative dy dx, nakuha mo na yung negative reciprocal, this time, you will now solve the differential equation. And after solving the differential equation, yun na yung magiging mong orthogonal trajectory or the given another equation of the orthogonal trajectory ng ating unang equation. To illustrate that, we will continue or we will proceed with example number 1. For number 1, find the orthogonal trajectory of the one parameter family y squared is equivalent to x squared plus c, dagdagan natin, that passes through 1, 2. So, sabihin, particular solution. So, dinagdagan ko na siya para meron tayong example na particular. Kasi kung general solution lang naman siya, stop na tayo sa magiging equation natin. So, dito, meron daw tayong one parameter family, y squared is equivalent to x squared plus c. In our pre-calculus, ang equation na ito is hyperbola. Hyperbola na ang ating transverse axis ay nasa y. Kasi yun yung positive. So, paano natin makukuha yung orthogonal trajectory? Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, kailangan makuha mo muna yung slope. And slope is equivalent to dy dx. May dy dx na ba tayo dito? Wala pa. So, paano natin makukuha si dy dx? Babalik tayo doon sa ating topic na families of curve. Kung maalala nyo, sa families of curve, we eliminate arbitrary constant. Madali na kasi to kasi meron na siyang equation. Kung wala pa siyang equation, you will provide the equation, you will eliminate the arbitrary constant, and now you have the differential equation. So, dun muna tayo sa step 1. Find the differential equation of these families of curve. So, gagamit tayo ng derivatives. What is the derivative of y squared? So, that's 2y dy. So, hindi tayo gagamit ng implicit derivative. So, lalagyan natin dy in terms of dy. Bakit? Kasi nga, ang kukunin kasi natin later is yung dy dx. Okay? So, anong derivative ng x squared? That's 2x dx. At ang derivative ng constant ay 0. So, if we simplify this, we can now find dy dx. So, divide both sides by 2. This will be cancelled out. And then you have dy dx. Pwedeng divide natin to ng dx. Divide natin ng dx. So, makakancel na to, dy dx na to. Kaya lang, may y pa to. So, lagyan natin ng y. So, dapat pala nauna na yung y. Ayan. So, makakancel na yung y. Matitira na lang ay dy dx equivalent to x over y na tayo. So, huwag mo munang sosolvin to. Although may differential equation ka na, pag sinolve mo to, babalik ka dun sa original. Okay? Anong gagawin natin? Once we already have the differential equation, we will now find its negative reciprocal. So, ano ba negative reciprocal ng dy dx? That's negative dx dy. Laging ganyan lang yan. Papalitan mo lang to. Kung dy dx yan, magiging negative dx dy. And then, huwag mo nang papalitan to. You just simply copy this. And then, after this, you will now solve the differential equation. And as you notice, huwag mo nang pahirapan. Di ba ang equation na to is pwede mong gamitan ng variable separable. Okay? So, that is equivalent to negative dx over x. Cross-multiply lang, di ba? Ito, nilipat mo dito. Itong dy, ilalagay mo naman sa numerator. So, that's negative dx over x is equivalent to dy over y. And now, you can simply integrate this equation. If we integrate this, that is equivalent to negative ln x is equivalent to ln y plus ln c. So, naglagay na tayo ng ln c kasi naka-ln na lahat, di ba? So, para ma-simplify, ln x raised to negative 1 is equivalent to ln cy. Power dito, power, di ba? Meron tayong ganong law. So, erase natin ng ipareho. This will be cancel out. And that is x raised to negative 1 is 1 over x is equivalent to cy. Or we can say 1 is equivalent to cx y. Ito na ba yung final answer? Ito na yung final answer kung ang hinahanap ay general solution ng orthogonal trajectory. But we have additional equation that passes through 1, 2. So meaning we need to solve the value of c. So by simply substituting the value of x and y. So 1 times 2 times c is 2c. So c is equivalent to 1 half. Now we have the value of c equals to 1 half. We can simply plug it in our equation. Additional lang pala, this c is not c katulad ng ating equation. So lagyan natin ng c2 para ma-distinguish natin na hindi siya katulad ng c na nasa taas. Ibang c na siya. So c2 is equivalent to 1 half. So papalitan natin si c2 ng 1 half times xy. So xy is equivalent to 2. So meaning this is the orthogonal trajectory of the one parameter family y squared is equivalent to x squared plus c. Okay? To illustrate that, meron ako ditong GeoGebra. As you notice, ito yung ating equation. So saan galing yung, kung mapapansin nyo, bakit ito ay itong y squared is equivalent to x squared plus 3. Pinalitan lang natin yung value ng x at y doon sa ating equation kanina na binigay. Di ba meron kaninang binigay na value ng x at y. So yan yung magiging graph natin. So that is the orthogonal trajectory natin. That's perpendicular. Okay? So now we'll proceed with another example. So example number 2 is find the orthogonal trajectory of all parabolas with vertex at the origin and foci on the x-axis. Unlike example 1, medyo mas madali si example 1. Bakit? Example 1, meron na tayong given na differential equation. All you need to do is to solve or to find the differential equation and afterwards get the negative reciprocal and then solve the differential equation. Dito medyo mahirap kasi wala pa tayong equation. Tayo pa yung magpo-provide. So kung hindi mo alam yung parabola, hindi mo alam yung foci, ang ibig sabihin ganito daw yon. Ang vertex mo nasa origin, ito. Ang foci mo pwedeng narito, pwedeng nasa kaliwa, pwedeng malaki yung pagkakagraph mo, pwedeng maliit, same with the other side. So idea lang dito, yung parabola natin is opening to the right or to the left. And we all know that in pre-calculus, ang equation na nag-open sa right at left is y squared is equivalent to plus minus 4ax, di ba? Since ito naman ay constant, we can replace this y squared is equivalent to cx na lang para di tayo mahirapan. So, meron na tayo ngayong equation ng families of curve na binigay sa example 2. Ang problema na lang natin is to find dy dx. So, paano natin malalaman what is dy dx? So, we need to differentiate the families of curve. Balik tayo, parang prelim yan, di ba? So, what's the derivative of y squared? Again, we will use explicit differentiation kasi kailangan natin yung dy dx. So that's 2y dy is equivalent to c dx. As you notice, ang ginawa ko dito yung may balikan. So ibabalik ko pa yung value ng c do sa original. Di ba? Or kung ayaw nyo ng ganito, sir, ayaw ko nung may balikan, you can use y squared over x. Di ba? Halimbawa, gusto mo ay wala ng balikan kasi ayaw ko nung papalit ko pa yung c. So y squared over x is equivalent to c. Then, kunin mo ngayon yung derivative nito. Ang derivative nito is quotient rule. That is low d high minus high d low. So, x, derivative ng y squared is 2y dy minus y squared, derivative ng denominator is dx all over x squared is equivalent to 0. Diba? Now, we just simply multiply yung denominator, mawawala na yan pag multiply mo siya. That is 2xy dy minus y squared dx is equivalent to 0. Now, we have a differential equation. Pero hindi pa yan yung ating sosolvin. Kasi again, when you solve this given problem equation, babalik ka sa original. So, ano gagawin natin? We need first to find dy dx. So, paano? So, may dy ka na dito, i-divide mo na lang to ng dx para may dy dx ka. Ang problema, may katabi siya dito, i-divide mo ng 2xy. Same with the second term and the last term. So, tingnan natin ano mangyayari. So, makakancel ito, matitira lang dy dx. And then, on the right side, that is negative y squared dx, makakancel na. Matitira lang ay y squared divided by 2xy. So, pwede na lang y over 2x equivalent to 0. And then, we can rewrite this as dy dx is equivalent to y over 2x. Sabi natin, kukunin natin yung negative reciprocal. So, that's negative dx over dy is equivalent to y over 2x. And then, ano ba yung pwedeng method na gamitin ko? As you can see, variable separable ulit, nagkataon, di ba? So, negative 2x dx is equivalent to y dy. Then, integrate. If we integrate this is equivalent to negative x squared is equivalent to y squared over 2 plus c2. As you notice, naglagay ako ng c2 to differentiate it with our c in the original given. Over 2 and then multiply both sides by 2. That is negative 2x squared is equivalent to y squared plus c. So, yan ay magiging sagot natin. You can arrange this. Ibig sabihin, pag in-arrange mo to, that is equivalent to y squared plus 2x squared, diba, equals to negative c. Actually, negative c siya kasi possible nilagay natin dito. And this is an equation of an ellipse. Ibig sabihin, the orthogonal trajectory of a parabola with vertex at origin and foci on the x-axis is an ellipse. Okay? So, ganun yung ating atake sa problem na ito. Medyo mahirap siya kung hindi mo alam yung ano ba yung itsura, ano ba yung equation ng parabola. Okay? So, this time, we will proceed with last two example. Find the orthogonal trajectory of the given families of curve. So, ang given natin is C1 times secant x tan x. So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung equation na to, parang mas mahirap siyang gawin kung yung walang balikan. Kasi ilalagay mo sa ilalim, magkakameron ka pa ng low d high, high d low, diba? Pero tingin ko pwede rin naman. Pero mas madali this time is i-differentiate mo na. What's the derivative of y? That is dy dx. Or dy na lang. So we have dy. Then ang derivative nito is c1 secant x Ang derivative ng second, second x tan x. Ang derivative ng tan x, second squared x dx. So, meron tayong dy dx, kaya lang may constant pa tayo. So, hindi pa natin pwedeng solvein or gamitan ng orthogonal trajectory kung saan kinukuha mo yung negative reciprocal ng ating slope. Kailangan mawala muna si C1. So, paano? So, i-arrange muna natin. dy dx, dinivide ko lang both side by dx para mawala na sa right side. And then, as you notice, pareho silang may second. Oo nga, no? So, pwede ko i-factor si second x. So, pag pinactor ko sa second x, matitira na lang si C1. May C1 pa rin. Tan x plus second x. So, as you notice, parang katulad nung unang equation. Ang pagkakaiba lang ay nabaliktad. Di ba? Ang addition naman, commutative law. So, pwedeng magkabaliktad yan. So, pwede natin sabihin na itong part na to ay equivalent lang sa y. So, now we have dy dx is equivalent to y second x. Yan. Most common mistake ng mga estudyante dyan is they differentiate agad yan or they solve the differential equation agad. Mali yun. Bakit? Pag sinolve mo yan, you will return to the original given. Ano bang next step pag orthogonal trajectory? Sa next step sa orthogonal trajectory is to get the negative reciprocal of the slope. So, magiging lang siyang, again, negative, magpapalit lang siya ng pwesto, and then, gamit tayo ng mga baon nating method na alam natin, ano bang pinakamadali, obviously, ay variable separable na naman. So, negative dx, second x, yun din natin, itabi na natin dito, and then we just simply integrate. Ano integral ng negative dx over second x? Parang medyo mahirap, but di ba yan ay reciprocal? Negative cosine x dx yan. And that's equivalent to integral ng y dy. At pag in-integrate natin yan, this will result to negative sine x is equivalent to y squared over 2 plus c2. Again, c2. Bakit nga c2? Kasi may c1 na tayo kanina to distinguish it na iba itong c na to doon sa c natin kanina sa original given. So, multiply both side by 2. That's negative 2 sine x. Negative 2 sine x equals y squared plus c sub 2. And this is the orthogonal trajectory of example A. So, ganun na yung idea. Again, eliminate arbitrary constant. Solve for dy dx, get the negative reciprocal, and then solve the differential equation. Yun lang yung step natin in solving the orthogonal trajectory. Okay, this is our last example. Find the orthogonal trajectory of the given families of curve. So we have here ex plus e negative y is equivalent to c1. And again, we will need to eliminate first the arbitrary constant c1 since we only have one arbitrary constant, we only need one differentiation. So what is the derivative of ex? That is eu du. So eu du is e raised to x dx plus eu is e raised to negative y, and the derivative of negative y is negative 1, so we have negative dy, and the derivative of c1 is 0. So we already eliminate arbitrary constant. We will now proceed in finding dy dx. Okay? So to find dy dx, actually we can transpose dy first on the right hand side, and afterwards is to divide both sides by dx so that this will be eliminated, will be cancelled out, and then as I mentioned earlier, we must have dy dx only. So to remove e negative y, we divide e negative y both sides, so this will be cancelled out, and then this will also cancel out. So dy dx is equivalent to e raised to x over e raised to negative y. So we already have dy dx. The next step is to find the negative reciprocal of it, and that's equivalent to negative dx over dy is equivalent to e raised to x all over e raised to negative y. Afterwards, the next step is to solve the differential equation. So that is negative dx over ex. The obvious solution will be uh, variable separable, and then we have dy over e raised to negative y. Simplifying the equation, we can move it in the numerator because that's the negative reciprocal. The other one will be positive this time because we have negative exponent in the denominator. Then afterward, we need to integrate. So we have EU, the derivative of negative x is negative 1. So we don't need to multiply negative 1 because we already have. So that's e raised to negative x. The integral of ey is e raised to y. And then plus c sub 2. So that's equivalent to e raised to negative x minus e raised to y is equivalent to c sub 2. So this is our solution for example number 3. And that's how, again, we solve orthogonal trajectory. To sum it up, the first step is to eliminate arbitrary constant. The second one is to, upon eliminating arbitrary constant, you need to find the negative reciprocal, that's negative dy dx. And then the last step is to solve the differential equation. So after solving differential equation, if we are dealing with general solution, so lagyan mo lang ng C2. Then if that's particular solution, we need to find the value of C2. Okay? So that's how we solve geometric problem involving orthogonal trajectory. Okay? Thank you.